if everybody in the decade of the 1980s went around dressed up like backup dancers in a jazzercise video. Hi.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for an empty room.
I was just in here seething in case you sent that energy.
So, definitely not an empty room.
I guess not, but I can go. I think I'm done being mad. Almost.
That was fast.
No costume?
I'm wearing this!
You must be new here. We go all in on this sort of thing, as in Halloween. We go all in on Halloween.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke when the invitation said first day of Halloween.
October 1st is a sacred holiday.
Well, you know that now. I mean, I love Dead Man's Party.
It's basically the best Halloween song there is.
And it fits the whole 80s theme.
Ding, ding, ding.
You came in here to be mad?
I'm a very social person. Sometimes I really hate people.
I'm kind of the opposite, I suppose.
You came in here to recharge. This is very Joe and Laurie of us.
I don't get it.
It's Little Women. They go to a party and you know what? Never mind. They're a bad couple anyway, but they were both hiding.
And you definitely weren't hiding.
No. I was protecting others from myself. Suzanne Whitaker, she's downstairs, dressed like Joan Jett, and looks amazing. She was telling everybody who would listen that she's going to win the Halloween costume contest this year, and honestly, I just wanted to punch her fake punk little face.
The costume contest is not tonight. It's another thing?
Yep.
Man, I have nothing but appreciation for this level of enthusiasm.
You like Halloween?
I love scary movies.
I love it all. The costumes, the candy, the music, the movies. But in a very sane and normal way.
Yes. I like it okay. I mean, I've never been a big holiday person or a celebrator of things in such a huge and enthusiastic way.
Well, you're allowed to like it as much as you like, however you choose.
It's definitely my favorite time of year. The weather, and what have you.
I like that it celebrates weirdness and things that are kind of unsettling. Have you heard of liminal spaces?
Places that are kind of incorrect, right?
Yeah, like an empty airport or an overgrown, abandoned theme park. Places that are supposed to be bustling, but aren't. I love that feeling. Like, you're not supposed to be somewhere.
So, trespassing.
Legality has nothing to do with it.
I'm glad I met you.
Well, ordinarily, you'd never catch me even 1 foot outside the center of attention.
I'm usually about 20 feet left of that center.
Shy? Introvert? Insecure?
Goodness, woman, I just met you. You have incredible eyes.
Well, the eyeshadow makes them bluer.
I take back what I said about 12 seconds ago about having just met you.
But it was true.
Doesn't feel like it. You have a way about you.
Is that a line?
I would not be able to say that unless I was being absolutely sincere.
Well, that scares me even more then.
Commitment phobe?
Goodness, man, I just met you. I better be getting back out there. My public will be missing me.
In that case, m'lady.
You may call me Your Majesty, Your Highness, Your Worship. Do you have a clear quartz? Yeah, I have a few actually. I keep them wherever I'm afraid of bad energy creeping in.
Thinking about buying this massive one to hang around my neck.
Okay, your aura is not that negative.
You don't know my inner monologue. So, was Suzanne there?
Of course, rocking an impressive mullet as Joan Jett.
You know, I can see her looking good with a mullet.
When we started this, it was fun, but I was definitely not having fun last night. Until I was.
You mentioned a man?
I mean, when we were 23, it was funny. The whole gang celebrating Halloween to the tip-top of the Halloween mountain. But are we getting too old for this?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is the Pumpkin Queen doubting her crown?
I'm serious.
Yeah, and so am I. This is your favorite time of year for a lot of very valid reasons. You're just doubting yourself because Mark married someone who doesn't respect hierarchy.
Ugh, he is such a former best friend at this point. But wait, are you saying people have been letting me win?
I'm saying this is your thing. She tried way too hard to make herself included, and she went too far. This year, you're gonna smoke her.
I wish you had been there.
Ugh, don't remind me. A work emergency? I swear I'm gonna kill my boss for her lack of respect for Halloween first. But I sent my brother. Did you even talk to him?
I did talk to him.
Was my brother the mystery man?
I didn't even ask his name. Wow, what a jerk. He is so charming, Elodie.
Oh, then that definitely wasn't him. Tall, ginger, freckled, usually alone in a crowd of people.
I swear. I was in the back bedroom cooling off.
Was it hot?
My blood was boiling.
Got it, continue.
And he was looking for a place to hide from all the people.
So,
is it weird for me to talk to you about him in the context of how adorable and sexy I found him?
well, we're twins, so as long as you keep it in the realm of what we have in common, I'll just reprogram them in my brain as compliments for me.
He kissed me.
What?
On the hand. It was totally funny. He is very good. I think he's very good.
This has to be some sort of spell or curse. What's more common this time of year?
Well, if it's a spell, then thank you to whoever cast it.
She said you were charming.
Like Prince Charming?
Well, not those exact words, but honestly, I'm just surprised you said or did enough with a complete stranger for her to make that assessment.
I just looked at her and all of a sudden I wasn't nervous.
Aww.
She made it easy. She's talkative and passionate and witty.
One might think after so many years of telling my big brother I told you so that I would tire of it. But of course, one would be wrong.
What are you talking about?
Iris, my cute former coworker. I've been talking about her to you forever, practically since the day I moved here.
Well, I didn't know her name.
What a fucked up Cinderella story this almost was. Why didn't you ask?
Honestly, it didn't seem to matter.
Like you'd find your way back to each other eventually? Oh my god, that's adorable.
Okay, alright, this is the end of us talking about this.
Fine, except for one thing.
What?
Well, you have to ask her out now.
Okay, but maybe in a month or so.
Why?
I'm not sure I want to get in the way of or get swept up in all this Halloween nonsense.
I have a counter argument, but I'm starving. Brunch? And she just really loved him, but he broke her heart. And he left her with a half Spider-Man and Mary Jane costume, so she just looked like a fake redhead in a shirt. She doesn't even do wigs anymore. He was her costume. She was depending on him, and he left.
Well, that is actually kind of sad.
She's concerned with the universe's portion in all of it.
Meaning it was cosmic?
Meaning she won't want to tempt fate again. Plus, you guys just met. I doubt she expects you to be super in on the whole thing.
Well, I am interested. Just waiting seems wise. It's a lot of pressure.
I know, sweetie, and it's a very weird, specific superstition that she has.
I'm basically a stranger. I think we can just take it slow until all this hollow madness is over, and if I survive that...
You'll get to experience Christmas with her. Truly, it is a sight to behold.
Oh boy.
Iris!
Werner.
Hello to you, too.
Calm down. I picked up some more pieces for your costume and thought I'd drop them off. Oh, and I found some lace that might work.
Okay, put them in the sewing room.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm off.
Where?
I didn't realize this place would be so busy on a Thursday night.
Oh, it's not that long of a wait. But it does look kind of loud in there.
It's longer than I'm willing to wait. I have a proposal, but it's weird.
Hit me.
Grocery store. We just grab some junk food and have a picnic.
I'm intrigued.
I can reveal to you my incredibly refined palate.
Do you mind walking?
I love to walk.
When I called you today, what were you doing?
Working. I'm a freelance illustrator, so I do random jobs here and there. Corporate, editorial, advertorial.
Yeah. Drawing is something that totally escapes me. Elle was always the artistic one. I was the bookish one.
I knew that about you. Classics, right? Ancient Greece?
Yeah, it's what I came here to teach.
I've always loved Greek mythology. There's just such a magical quality to those stories and the belief they inspire.
Yeah, I do more in the realm of archaeology research, less to do with the myths and arts and philosophies of the time. But I do love Homer. I was going to ask you how many siblings you have or what you studied in college, but I feel like small talk is better left to those who are...
Small-minded?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was actually more wondering if you are a Reese's or a Kit Kat person. So, we've grouped chocolate over here,
Fruity is there, hard candy is over there.
and novelty is in the middle.
Wow, this is a way more balanced trick-or-treat haul than I ever received.
I used to love trick-or-treating, even when I had to go with my parents. And I always had to wear a coat over my costume because it was always freezing.
I went as a Power Ranger one year, and I had to wear sweats underneath my suit so that I was warm and far bulkier than I would have been otherwise.
Red Ranger?
Black, actually.
Wow, that says so much about you, truly.
You were always pink.
I'm still pink. I did that costume 4 years ago. There was a whole group of us, and we all had a color, and we made the costumes, of course, so they wouldn't be cheesy.
No, of course not. It wouldn't work to be a cheesy Power Ranger.
That was the year after the year of Gaga, when we had to place a ban on any attempt to create a meat dress.
Yeah, Elodie told me a little more about your costume tradition. It's fun that you guys have kept up with it for so long.
I just very firmly believe that things in life need to be celebrated because they're so very rarely organically fun or good.
So what's the plan here? Are we just gonna eat our way through this pile?
Well, I'm not touching those almond joys.
I cannot believe you like wax lips.
They're delicious and funny. It's a twofer. Stop being so cute. It's making me like you.
Good.
No, absolutely not. Everything you suggested has been some sort of murder fest.
It's a classic slasher.
I watched that whole series one year, and then for months afterward, I felt absolutely certain that my sociopath ex-boyfriend in a mask was behind me. In fact, now that I've said it, I have to look behind me.
What happened to liking being scared?
I like to feel vaguely unsettled or sort of dark, not fearful of my mortality.
So it's probably a no to Friday the 13th, too.
Ugh, and I love Friday the 13th, the actual day.
Amityville Horror?
Original or remake?
Original.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I won't be able to sleep for a year if we watch that.
What are we allowed to watch?
I have rules. No demons, nothing devilish, nothing too bloody, no aliens, and nothing with creepy children.
Do you have a movie in mind?
I like old Tim Burton movies. Monster movies of any kind, especially the old ones. I want to feel like a witch walking through a moonlit graveyard when I watch a scary movie. Not like a drunk co-ed about to get stabbed to death.
That is very specific and very helpful.
Oh my gosh, hi!
Suzanne!
I never expect to see people when I go out, yet here you are, picking a movie?
Trying.
I know what you mean. It's like there are so many options, but I don't really feel great about any of them. Indecision, right?
Are you experiencing that same indecision about your Halloween costume this year?
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, and this is Warner, right? Mark said you guys met at the Halloween first soiree and said it was nice to have another intellectual in the group.
Yeah, we did talk. He's a lawyer?
That's him. Snooze, right? I mean, he's the best, but I never let him talk about work.
Well, we better make our choice and...
Oh, you guys should come over tonight. Nothing major. There's just like 10 of us all sitting around eating treats and obviously about to watch a couple movies.
Well, we have our own.
To reiterate, we're not watching that.
Well, it's very casual and we're watching something a little less bloody.
What are you watching?
Labyrinth. It's just one of my all-time favorites. Well, we'll definitely see you next week at Arts to Carve Pumpkins.
Yes, we will be there.
Great. Bye.
If you'd really rather go with the group.
No. Probably no.
I just need proper preparation if I'm going to spend the evening with a group of people, especially strangers.
Well, I'm happy to have you all by myself tonight. Okay, what is going on here? Move this over. Good, okay. That's much better.
To you first, so I told him to come a few minutes later than the time I told you.
What a hustler. I like him. He's lovely. He's funny, we get along, we like a lot of the same things, and he respects my personality. The problem is, I don't think I'm reciprocating there.
Meaning what? In the long run?
Well, I don't know, but he definitely doesn't value social time.
Yeah, he's a real introvert like that. Basically a total disaster around strangers. But when he's with you, it's like he's inhabited by an alien life force or something.
I just don't think it's gonna work out, ultimately. I like people. I like friends and socializing. So far, we've only hung out with the two of us, and he hasn't introduced me to anyone. He doesn't have a social life.
Are there any other ways for you to achieve world domination as a power couple? Besides parties and dinners and get-togethers?
Probably not. I don't think so, anyway.
Okay, but seriously, just for selfish reasons because it's kind of going to put me in a weird position. Is that a deal breaker?
I think it is. It'll be so upsetting if I'm still at the center of things and we're together and people are looking around for him and he is, his words, 20 feet left of center.
You could always let Suzanne take over as queen bee.
Ew, don't say that.
What, her taking over?
No, referring to it as queen bee.
Oh well, with this costume, I doubt anyone's highly likely to compete. Especially since I found out that she's gonna be going as... Ugh!
Hello to you too.
Warner, your timing is terrible. Elle was just about to tell me what Suzanne's costume is going to be.
Sarah, from Labyrinth.
You're kidding. She basically told us that the other night. The fool. Well, this changes nothing. It just makes me even more excited. I'm gonna go home right now and practice some makeup.
Why didn't you want to tell her?
It doesn't matter who it comes from.
I think you might be surprised.
She's bored of me.
Well, I won't deny that she's fire and water and you're earth, but you could ground her. Be dependable.
Where does that put me, though?
With someone you pretty clearly adore.
It puts me in the center of the action.
It's not a war zone, Warner. It's the goddamn suburbs. We're just trying to have a little fun between the drudgery.
She's just so willing to risk looking stupid.
Do you think she looks stupid?
Almost never. Okay, actually never.
Sounds to me like it's time for some compromise. On both your parts.
Maybe it's time for brunch.
Late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab
You cheat at this every year.
Is it cheating to just be naturally gifted and artistic?
Oh, shut up, Lucy. No one likes to suck up.
I mean, I like a suck up.
That suck doesn't apply like you hope it might.
Seem a bit angry with your gourd, Iris.
This is the one Halloween activity I cannot abide. Every year, I think I'm gonna get the hang of it, and ultimately, I'm a bad carver.
Well, I am a very, very good one. Allow me to assist you, madam.
Are you gonna ghost me and teach me the proper way to hold a knife?
Absolutely. Okay.
I think I just have the wrong sensibilities for this. It seems counterintuitive to have to be gentle while also applying this much pressure.
Yeah. You'd rather go at it like a slasher.
Mm-hmm. Murder, murder, murder!
There might be some artistry to that. Elodie?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
Well, Warner would probably be the one to ask. He loves those types of movies.
Yeah?
I'm just a co-ed, most likely wearing a crop top, whose friends are mistreating her, so she's separated from her group. Don't I look young and vulnerable and female?
You better believe I'm gonna stab you right here and now,
Caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. Everything's cool. Jack's a part of the band. My monster mash is the hit of
Bathroom?
Down the hall to the left.
Oh, actually, use the one downstairs. I got this really yummy pumpkin spice soap and I need someone to try it. I'll show you where it is.
I think we messed up, Iris.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. But he does seem uncomfortable, right?
To be fair, he's often uncomfortable.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom too.
Okay, so I know I have a slightly more limited perspective here, but I think they're really good together.
From where I'm sitting, they're damn near perfect. I don't always agree that opposites attract, but in their case, that nonsense might actually be true.
Yeah, but I can see how his reservation might create friction. She can be pretty demanding.
And he can be a little too willing to compromise. But they're adults. They can work this out.
Should they have to?
It's true. I mean, with Mark and I, it was just easy. I mean, we knew so fast we were right for each other.
I don't think either of them want something they didn't work for. They're gross like that.
I'm just really rooting for those crazy kids.
Well, if it doesn't work out, I'm sure they'll both find someone even better suited. They have plenty of time.
Sure, but I want it this way.
Let's start the movie. I haven't seen Rear Window in ages.
There you are.
The dishes trick is for when I need to recharge.
Well, do I count as socializing?
You count as about 5 people.
Excuse me?
You're just full of energy.
Well, that's what you say about a toddler or a golden retriever. Are you mad at me?
Were you flirting with Mark?
Of course.
What?
I flirt with everybody, you know, especially Mark. He's basically my best friend, and we started all this Halloweening. The parties and the activities and...
Everything is a performance with you.
Are you mad that I tried to make you kill me? I thought it was a small enough group, and you know all these people.
I barely know them. They're your friends.
They're your friends too now. I mean, you don't have...
I know. I don't have a lot of friends here. Okay, it's just not as important to me. And I like being with you.
I like being with you too, so much, but you're not the only person in my life. You know, you can't be, you'd never be enough. Warner.
I want to be. But maybe you're right.
Look, a whole night by yourself, and no one died. Well.
Elodie, it's me. I have an idea.
Man, I love this. It's theme appropriate, properly ugly to represent the unfortunate fashion of the time, etc., etc. And I think it works without the wig.
Goodbye, Suzanne. May you rot in goblin hell.
You know, that exact venom and hatred is why you are my very best friend.
Anything for my pumpkin queen. What's up?
I was just thinking about the one thing that would have made this night absolutely perfect.
Tough love? You kind of ended it.
I know. I need to stop thinking people will be different. He is who he is. I think I, knowing who he is, made a mistake. I thought I was letting him off the hook, but I might have just been taking away his choice.
Let's worry about that November 1st. Tonight we celebrate.
You are so right.
I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. Walking with the dead man over my shoulder. I'm all dressed up with.
Did you hear? Did you hear?
Okay, someone is firmly in character tonight.
Mark is sick, and Suzanne is here alone. No Goblin King.
It's official. I'm a witch.
Did you wish precisely for that curse to come upon her?
Well, no, not exactly, but don't take this away from me. This is my night.
And it's about to be even more all about her too.
Waiting for an invitation to ride. Going to a party when no one's alive. I was struck by lightning, walking down the street. I was hit by something last night in my sleep. It's a dead man's party. Who can ask for more? Everybody's coming. Leave your body at the door. Leave your body.
Warner?
Surprise!
This is... You look incredible.
I just realized I cared more about making you happy than...
And I'm so sorry that I said you wouldn't be enough. I didn't mean it precisely the way it sounded.
And it turns out this actually isn't so bad. Really.
Well, until people start asking you to recreate that epic dance scene. I'm joking, but maybe later when we're alone.
Don't count on it. I like that you like things so much.
I like you so much.
So, is this dramatic enough for you?
I don't know. Is absolutely everyone looking?
Yes.
Just focus on me. They don't exist.
Who doesn't?
Right here, right now, you hear them knocking at your door. They're at your door. Ready as you are, it's time to go. It's time to go.
You make up for my lack of ginger.
And you have the right hair for my costume.
I guess it just turned out better with you. I have a proposal, but it's weird.
Hit me.
We make a quick round, say hi to the important people, and then get out of here.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You turn my world or whatever. There's just one thing I have to do first. Okay. I have everything I need now.